Good morning, YMCA family. Angela Williams again. Are you getting sick of me yet? Hope not. I have an awesome strength workout for you this morning. So I'll be using kettlebells, but that's just because that's a piece of equipment that I'm really comfortable working with. I teach a class with all kettlebells, and I have a whole set of kettlebells. I also have some dumbbells, so this workout is interchangeable with dumbbells if you have dumbbells at home. If you have a backpack that you've loaded with heavier objects, you can use that. It's going to be mostly leg heavy, and obviously work with what you have, okay? Have your water and mat handy, so go ahead and grab a bunch of weights, different options if you want. We'll sneak a little bit of upper body in there, but it'll be combination work, so you'll have the strength of your legs to help you in some of those lower body movements too. So you can do this without any weights if you want to, all right? That's totally an option. We all have to work with what we have at home right now. So do your best, pick what suits you today in this moment. Put on some music that gets you pumped up and amped up and ready to work out with me. And also know that I'm here and like free consultations if you need it, email me. I can set you up with like a little home workout plan based on the equipment and the tools that you have at home. So don't forget that that's out there and that's an option and it's free. And we can FaceTime, we can email, we can Zoom, whatever you need. I'm here for you. All right, so let's get warming up. All right, here we go. Body weight warm up first, since we are gonna do strength with our weights. So I always like to incorporate a little bit of plyometrics or cardio too in my weighted workout. I think that cardio and strength go beautifully together. So let's start with just your basic squat, down and up. Down and up. Now, remember, safety first. So think about whether or not you want to do your workout barefoot. I'm barefoot, as you can see. Again, I'm in my basement. I feel comfortable working with the equipment that I have today, barefoot. So you have to make the best option that fits you. If you have shoes on, if you're on a hard surface, if you're using your mat, just be careful of your surroundings and be careful of the, platform that you're using. One more. Good. Hands on the hips, and we're just gonna drop it back. Just gonna drop it back, not thinking about sinking too deeply into any of these movements right now. Just warming up the body, starting to feel little cardiovascular effects from these lower body movements. Good, bending both knees, driving that front heel in, standing tall, squeeze that tush. I keep stepping on my mat back there and it's squeaking. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. If you're tuning into this workout, then you've chose something positive and healthy for your mind, body, and spirit. One more. Good, you got it. Now, we're going to step forward nice and slow into that front lunge, and we're gonna raise the arms. So, I want you to step out, raise your arms, push everything back in tight. Step out, raise the arms, push everything back in. There you go. Still pushing off that front heel, standing tall. I'll always keep reminding you to breathe in your movements, to be mindful and deliberate about the way we're breathing. One more each side. Good. Now, let's start. I always like to keep moving, all right? Let's start side to side. And then, when we're ready, We can do both feet at once. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Stay there with that stepping option if you'd like, or if you're ready, both feet. We got this. We're ending the warm-up with 30 seconds of jacks. You're halfway there. 15 seconds. Nice little way to warm up the whole body. Arms, shoulders, chest, back, hip flexors, that booty, and break. Okay, so mostly legs today. I have 3 different size weights. So this is no indication of what you need to have. I just want you to know what I have, and I'll just reference them as light, medium, and heavy. So light, medium, and heavy, 3 options, okay? If you don't have 3 options, no big deal. If you have 1 weight, stick with that weight. Any kind of added resistance that you have is gonna make a difference, okay? Absolutely gonna make a difference. So we're gonna do 3 sets of everything. We're gonna start with our light weight, then our medium weight, then our heavy weight. So some of the exercises we might not increase in intensity if it's involving upper body, and that's okay, but maybe you do at home. You'll just have to decide. So roll the shoulders back, 2 hands on that weight, whether it's a kettlebell or a dumbbell, wide stance, sink the hips back, possibly tap that weight on the ground, and then push through the heels, squeeze your bottom together, okay? Squeeze those glutes. Get all of the air out of the lungs as you stand. So we're going to 15, then we'll go 12, then we'll go 10. So as we increase in intensity of our weight, we're gonna drop in reps. Last 2. I don't have anybody here helping me count. That's another reason why, bend your knees, set it down. I miss my classes, right? Listen, instructors, we're terrible at counting. We're talking, we're doing, we're moving, we're correcting form. We're terrible at counting, right? Because keeping all that straight. So I always have my awesome people say, Angie, no, that was 15. So listen, yell at the video at home and say, hey, that was like 16 reps. It's fine, right? We're totally fine. A little bit extra, never hurt nobody. Here we go. Next, medium-sized weight. So go up if you can. And now we got 12. Four more. Last one. All right, always bend your knees as you're putting that weight down. Now, the beauty of this is that you can pause this anytime you need to take a break, all right? Third final set of our wide squats. Heavier weight if you can. 10 reps. Here we go. This is halfway. Bend your knees, set that down.
3, 1. Exercise 2.
All right. We don't really need that timer. I'm just trying to keep myself straight on how long we've been going, okay? So 3 sets, squats done, 30 minutes, cardio. So I want to do squat jumps. You can just do regular jumps if you need it too. Remember, you don't have to do any plyometrics. No plyometrics necessary. So wide stance, we're gonna come back, push the arms past the hips, try to get a little bit of elevation here. Ready? Here we go. 30 seconds. Option, you can squeeze, come high on those toes. Think about landing soft, right? Like a cat. Land soft if you can. 10 seconds. Good. Breathe. Squats, squat jumps. Done. All right, now we're gonna do reverse lunges with a little bit of a bicep curl. You have a little bit of momentum in the legs, but just be careful about swinging the weight up too close to the face. All right, if you have a kettlebell and you wanna hold it by the handle in that like bottoms up position, that's an option. If you wanna hold it palm of the hand, that's an option. Just remember, if you have a dumbbell, you can hold it hammer curl style, okay? That might be a little bit better, give you more space. All right, here we go. 10 on one side, then we're gonna switch legs, 10 on the other. Make sure you have enough space behind you that you're not stepping on anything. Here we go, curl into that lunge. Last 4. One more. Good. Switch hands, switch legs. Here we go. Driving through that front heel. Last 2. Good, bend your knees, set it down. Woo, right? Those felt good. Now, we're not gonna do the same lunge 3 times. We're gonna do 3 different types of lunges. So, now we're gonna go to that forward lunge, really being mindful though of how far we step out, making sure that knee isn't coming all the way over the toes and we're not really leaning in to the toes. The more of your body weight that's in your toes, the more pressure it is on your knees. Now, we're gonna hold the weight, whichever your option, okay? Hold 2 hands, and as we're in that front lunge, we're gonna shoulder press up. So I'm gonna go with my lighter option, okay? Because that's how my shoulders are feeling today. So I'm also gonna hold, if you have a kettlebell, I'm gonna hold it bottoms up. Dumbbell, you can hold it however is comfortable for you. So we're gonna step out, press it up, push through the heel, stand tall, switch your legs. You got it. It's okay, right? And it's normal to lean forward slightly. Engage those abs. But what we don't want is all of your body weight to shift into those toes. That's halfway. One more each leg. Great job. Set that down. And now we got to get some lateral movement in. So side lunges, holding one weight. For those of you that might have a set of dumbbells, you can always hold 2. If you have 2, you're going to step out to the side, plant the foot, ankle, knee, hip in line. Your weights, 1 in each hand, are going to frame that foot. So I'm just going to use 1 weight since I have kettlebells. Opposite hand is going to have that weight that I'm stepping into the lunge. It's going to give us more space. So We're gonna go 6, one side, I'm sorry, not 6. So 12 one side, switch 12 the other. Ready? Here we go. Step it out, push it in. Just be mindful of how far you're stepping out. We don't want to overstep. Sink the hips back. Four more. Make sure your abs are in tight. You control that weight going down. Use your core strength to do that. Last one. Here we go. Switch sides. So, other hand has the weight, other leg stepping out. Last 3. Woo! Set that down. Now, we did reverse lunges, forward lunges, side lunges. We're gonna sneak in 2 sets of cardio here to build on those movements. So, options with the jumping lunges. I want you to start here, okay? Use your hands if you need it, okay? Up, up, like there's a string pulling you. You can always be here. Low tap backs. Gonna fire up the legs, gonna fire up the cardiovascular system. So take your option. Then we're gonna do a set of skaters, okay? You're gonna step and reach. You can take a hop. You can sink nice and low, tap the ground in those. We're doing this back to back. 30 seconds jumping lunges, 30 seconds skaters, okay? It's 1 minute, you got it, you can do it. Don't tell yourself you can't, because I know you can. Even though I'm not in your living room physically, I'm right here with you on camera. So, we ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nobody's telling you how fast these need to be. I'd rather you slow it down to get that form down, okay? I don't want you trying to rush through here, and it's nothing more than a big jumping jack, right? A scissor jack. So listen to your body. Take those tap backs. It is easier on your joints. And 3, 2, 1, side skaters. Take a hop, tap the ground, reach that arm, breathe, halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand, take a breath, take some time to recover. If you need it, push pause, get some water, towel off, do whatever works for you today, okay? It's your workout. I'm just here to facilitate. I'm just here to motivate. You can push play with me anytime, okay? Anytime. Drop me a comment if there's something that you want to see. How are we doing? We got 10 minutes left, okay? Think, yes, I can. I got this. Oh my goodness, 10 minutes. I know what I'm doing. I'm strong enough mentally and physically, okay? Keep thinking positive things in your mind, because the negatives, they just radiate through our body, okay? Then we're gonna start to fatigue. Then we're gonna start to, you know, really kind of degrade. So, we're gonna do a little lunge squat combo, all right? So, side squat, front lunge, all right? Front lunge, side squat. Same thing, but we're gonna start with the squat. Here we go. Squat, step out. We're staying on one side. So we did a whole squat series. We did a whole lunge series. Now we're just putting them together. Okay, now we're just putting them together. And we're going 12. So that was our halfway point. 6, 5. Remember, belly button in tight. You should still be able to hold that nice strong core and breathe through it. 3 more. Last one. All right, make space. Switching, here we go. 12. You should be able to hear my breathing, my inhales, my exhales. That's halfway. Woo, come on legs. You got this. 2 more. Last one. Bend your knees, set it down. Love, love combination work with the legs. You can tell, right? Get your heart rate up, makes you breathe a little bit. Now, 30 seconds cardio, okay? We're not gonna do a second set of that because the cardio piece is a little more challenging. We're gonna go squat, side lunge, well, 180 lunge. I'll show you, okay? So center, turn, center, turn. This is what it looks like. So, option to step that. Squat, turn, turn, lunge, turn, turn, squat, turn, turn, lunge, okay? If you can, try the harder option. If it doesn't work for you, step your feet. But want to make sure if you're hopping or stepping that you're turning both feet. We never want to plant the legs and try to turn. Big no-no, possible injury for our knees, okay? Ready? Squat, turn. It's 30 seconds. Do what you want with your hands, okay? Be mindful of that knee on the ground. I'm lightly tapping or lightly hovering because I have this carpet, okay? Squat, turn. Halfway there. Woo, legs. Squat, turn, squat, turn. 6, 3, and rest. Shake those legs out. That's a more advanced kind of cardio option. 30 seconds is plenty for that, I promise. Water, towel, breathe through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. 5 more minutes, okay? 1 more round here, and we're done. And we're gonna stretch it all together. Are you ready? Yes, I just hear you yelling yes back. I hear it, okay? Even if you're not, even if you're breathing heavy, even if you're yelling at me because your quads are killing you, I get it, right? I get it. So, 5 minutes, that's including cool down, all right? 1 more series. So, light, medium, heavy. Assess how your body's feeling for this last round. Whatever you can do, that's what you're gonna do, okay? Now, we're gonna go to a suitcase squat to a deadlift. It looks like this. Feet are separated about hip width distance, maybe a little more, maybe a little closer. Depends on how you are feeling. So, squat it down, 2 hands here on the weight, deadlift down, okay? Here we go. 12 one side, 12 the other. Still same squat principles, sinking the hips back and down, bending the knees slightly on the deadlift. Now on that deadlift, you're popping that booty back, keeping that back flat, keeping your shoulders from rounding towards the ground. These combos take a little bit longer, but we're not rushing through. That's what we don't want to do. The more we rush, the more we chance injuring ourselves. If you wanted to make this harder, you could use 2 weights. One weight, you got to stabilize a little bit more. You got to make sure that you're not letting that one side of your body kind of turn a little bit down to the side. Last 2. One more. So all we're doing is offsetting. Okay, we're just offsetting that body, switching sides, move the weight to the other hand, reset the feet, reset the core, reset the shoulders. Nice proud shoulders pulled back, proud chest. Here we go. Woo! Take it down. 2 hands. Nice, smooth transitions. This is 5. Three more. Actually, now it's 3 more. 3. Bend your knees. Set that weight down. How are we doing? 1 minute. We're going to end 2 types of jumping jacks. Scissor jacks, forward and back is what we're going to start with. At that 30-second mark, we're going to switch it. Okay? Are you ready? And go. This is it. 1 minute. Final push to the end. Reach up. Feet are going front and back. Arms are going up and down. We get to cool down after this. 3, 2, 1, front and back. Give yourself a little hand. Clap it out. Come on. You got it. Step these if you need it. 20 seconds. Yes, you can. Woo, almost done with this quick weighted cardio workout. And 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Breathe it out. Get some water. We're going to stretch out these legs. Okay? Couple options for you. If you need a wall, some stability, stand close to your wall or piece of furniture, chair, anything you need. All right? Let's stretch the leg out first. Arm on the hip, arm out to the side for balance. I want you to grab your foot right around the ankle, okay? If you're still breathing heavy like me, your balance might not be there yet, okay? Soften this standing leg. I don't want you to yank or pull, but I want you to try to keep the knees as close together as you can. Abs in tight, shoulders over hips. Good. Release it, steady, with control. Pop your heel out. Walk your hands down as you sink your hips back. Opens up this entire back of the leg. Bend that front knee as much as you need to. Good. Bring it up. Great job today, y'all. Don't be pushing pause right now. Don't stop this. You need to cool down. You need to stretch it out. You need to give your body those benefits too, okay? We never want to skip that. Even if it's just a couple minutes, it's better than nothing, I promise. It helps you to bring your heart rate down, and it helps stretch out those major muscle groups that we've just asked to do a bunch of work for us. So if we're not mindful about stretching, it's going to catch up to us, I promise, okay? I've learned that the hard way. I promise you, got to give yourself, 3 to 5 minutes. Your body will thank you. I promise, okay? So now I'm gonna step out into this. You can stay in this high lunge. You can always tap that back knee, all right? And then you're just gonna press a little bit to feel that hip flexor open. Still being mindful about the knee and knee safety and where the pressure is in your foot, mostly in your heel there. Good, and switch legs. I thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you continue to move your bodies, go for a walk. We have an awesome walking challenge on the app right now. I'm getting my miles in. We're taking family walks. We're trying to, family bike rides, trying to keep our bodies moving as much as we can. Any kind of movement is really necessary and welcomed by our bodies, okay? Let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. How about we do one more just for good measure? I appreciate every one of you guys for working out with us. Your wellness team is working really hard, I promise. We want to give you the content that you want and that you need, and that's going to help you stay active during this time where we can't be face-to-face with each other. But know we're thinking and praying and loving on each and every one of you guys, even if we can't see you, okay? Let us know if there's something you want to see. Take care. Good morning, YMCA family. Happy Friday. It's Angela Williams here with a very awesome 10-minute core workout. Okay, so just your body, no equipment, a mat if you want, have a towel, have water near you, take breaks as you need. And if you want a double awesome core work, you can always repeat this video, okay? So about 10 minutes, we're gonna start with our warm-up, and I want you to just find your nice grounded center plank. So hands under shoulder, feet back. Now if you need to separate your feet a little bit for stability, I want you to do that. Think about spreading your palms out, fingers spread wide, press your palms into the mat, and then press out through your heels while engaging the legs, driving the belly button in. So this is our foundation. This is everything that we'll build upon in any kind of plank position. I want you to be able to breathe through this. And we're gonna hold. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to the knees. Roll out the wrists. We're gonna warm up. Second move, dead bugs. So I want you to think about starting here, knees bent 90 degrees, knees are in line with the hips, okay? You're gonna extend your arms forward, and as you bring your left arm back, your right leg's gonna push out, but make sure the lower back is on the mat, stays on the mat. So this is a little bit of work for our mind. It really gets the core warmed up, but it also starts to make that mind-body connection. So slower than you want to go. And a lot of times I have to really think about it at the top of the movement. Like, okay, which arm, which leg? All right, good, breathe. Inhale. Good, nice and slow and steady. If you're feeling that lower back lift up off the mat, tuck your pelvis just slightly. Engage through your belly button. One more. And good. All right, so spider climber, so hands back under the shoulders. Feet are back, starting in a wider base. We're just gonna build onto that plank. So all we're gonna do, start to get those legs, hip flexors going. Here, step it in, step it out. So, foot goes to the outside of that hand. Abs are in tight, back stays flat. Breathe in and out with your movement. Good, 4 more. One more time, each leg. Good, drop to the knees. Last warm-up move. We're gonna go in that lifted tabletop position, okay? And then we're just gonna drive the legs back. So it's gonna look like this. Everything's in line, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Spread those fingers wide, curl the toes, lift the knees up off the mat. Now, if that's enough for you, stay right there. Lift and extend. Lift, extend. You got it. Breathe out as you push back. So we're just dropping the heels towards the mat. Should feel like a good little stretch. Three more. Last one. Perfect, guys. All right, so you should feel nice and warm. You should feel just a little bit of sweat coming on. Warm up good. Now, we're gonna start where we left off in that warm up, okay? So we're gonna lift up into that tabletop. Some people like to call it bear position. And then we're gonna release the hand, okay? So we're gonna do a round of that and then go right into butterfly sit-up. So reset, everything in line, palms under shoulders, curl the toes. Now, if you need a wider base, take a wider base. I want you to think about not letting the hips rotate too much side to side. Abs in tight. You want to keep that nice flat back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down. Butterfly sit-ups, one of my favorite. You can always turn these into crunches if the movement is too difficult. So, soles of your feet are together. You're gonna bring it all the way back. Abs in tight, palms together. You're gonna slightly tuck your chin when you come up, but I don't wanna close off that airway, all right? So you're gonna start to roll up, breathe out, tap fingers to toes. Reach arms behind you if you'd like. Fingers to toes. You got it. Nice, roll up, keeping the airway open so we're not completely tucking the chin to the chest. A more advanced move, you could bring and meet feet and hands at the center here. But for today's purposes, I'm gonna stay right here. You know how I love my breathing, guys. So Connecting breath to our movements. One more time here. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna stay in this position, okay? We're gonna work high boat to low boat. So any of my yogis out there know boat pose, right? Awesome core movement in yoga. So option one, you can always stay in that high boat. So you're gonna be here, you're gonna lift, fingers are pointed, hands, palms are at your knees. And if you're ready, you're gonna extend your hands, extend your legs. Low boat, right? Keeping that airway open, chin off the chest. High boat and low boat. Shaky is good, guys. Shaky is good. Remember to breathe. A lot of times in core work, we want to hold our breath, but that's not doing us any favors here. Last three. Come on, stay with me. Drop the heels a little if you need it. Good. Pull the knees into the chest. That move is one of my favorites. Let's go to the side. Side plank. And we're going to bend and dip the hip. So I prefer these on my forearm. If you prefer it on your palm and long arm, that's totally fine. Okay. So I'm going to stack shoulder over elbow. I'm going to pop my feet up and I'm going to dip, dip. You can always drop that bottom knee, dip, dip, dip. Opposite, if you want to make it harder, lift the leg, dip, dip. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Going for 12 here. Same options. 12. 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it. All right. A little row your boat. So similar to what we did with the high boat and low boat, we're going to keep a high boat position and we're going to simply get our upper body involved to really focus on those obliques, okay? Also, lower abdominals fired up. So start here. Engage the legs, flex the feet, arms together, side to side. If you need to, put your feet down. Breathe, pretend like you're holding that paddle. You got to keep the airway open. Chin off of that chest. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Let's finish with 30 seconds of plank hip dips. My favorite. I prefer these on the forearm. You can always come high plank, okay? Forearm, make it 11. Stack shoulders right over the elbows. Put your toes together if you can. Find that perfect strong foundation plank. Dip side to side. Last move, guys. Come on. You got it. 15 seconds. Four, 3, and one. Nice way to finish. Feeling those obliques. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, okay? Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next week.